Everyone remembers taking their driver's test, how nervous you were or how excited you were. Either way, you wanted to pass so that you could have more freedom, right? As soon as you passed, though, all that information flew out the window, literally, leaving the world with drivers who don't know all the rules of the road. I've been driving for almost 3 years, and I've never been in an accident or even a little fender bender with a pole in the Walmart parking lot. Today, we're going to talk about why it's important for us to have a required driver's test every 5 years. Because we forget things, laws change, and it's our job to keep our community safe. You probably know someone or know of someone that has sadly died in a car accident or been injured by one, whether through the news or your personal life. What if I told you it could have been avoided? Although the human brain is an intriguing and complex organ, forgetfulness is in our nature. Just last week, I read a chapter in my history textbook, and I had to leave for an hour or so to pick up my sister from school. By the time I got back, I realized I had forgotten what I read, and I had to go back and reread the chapter to jumpstart my memory. Neuroscientists at learningsolutionsmag.com have proven that within 1 hour, people forget 50% of the information that you present them with. Within 24 hours, they have forgotten an average of 70% of new information. And after a week, people forget 90% of the information that was given to them. My parents took their driver's test 29 years ago. And if we forget 90% of the information we're taught, that means the only thing they remember from driver's ed is the stuff they use every day. Like how to correctly stop at a 4-way stop sign or how to look both ways before crossing the road. Another reason why we should have a required driver's test is laws change and we need to keep up with them. Did you know that in the last 5 years there have been at least 9 law changes in Texas alone regarding speeding laws, driving laws, and cell phone and texting laws, according to drivinglaws.org. In the last 25 years, the driver's ed course has changed tremendously. This means that with each 16-year-old taking and passing the driver's test, there are that many more people out there that don't agree or that have learned different defensive driving maneuvers. So in order for us to keep our community safe, we need to practice the skills needed to be safe drivers. We can do that by having a required driver's test every 5 years. Illinois, Kansas, and North Carolina are the only states in America that require drivers who are renewing their license to also pass a written test. In 2016, there were 835 fatal car accidents in Illinois, and Texas had 3,407 fatal car accidents, according to IIHS.org. Illinois' decreased fatal car accidents is because they require their drivers to pass a written test. It keeps their drivers knowledgeable and up to date with the laws. They're aware of new changes and are reminded of laws that maybe they haven't encountered in a while or ones they haven't dealt with. As I said earlier, our brain can only retain information for so long, so it's our job to keep practicing. Another reason is it would benefit you and your community. A survey showed that citizens feel safer in communities with less car accidents. The more laws you know, the better a driver you'll be, and if every driver took a written test, the community would not only feel safer, but it would be safer. Knowing the rules of the road increases drivers' confidence, and the number of pedestrian fatalities will decrease. It's also important to know all the signs and what they mean. According to Chet Sikwarkin, the president and founder at Traffic Engineering, Inc., there are 423,231 signs, different road signs, all with different meanings. If we aren't held accountable to remember them, they become useless and a waste of government money. Driver's tests would also make it simpler to catch people who shouldn't be driving, such as the elderly with dementia, or people with mental health problems or any health problems in general. If all people were required to take a test, these issues could be caught and dealt with before something tragic happens. Yes, it might be annoying or out of the way to take a test, but one Saturday every 5 years to save lives is worth it. I found on the cdc.gov website that the average life expectancy in America is 78 years old. If we do a little math, we find out that the average person would take 12 driver's tests in their lifetime. That's 12 Saturdays out of 28,470 days of our lives. And that would be used to improve the safety of our family, our friends, our neighbors, coworkers, anyone around us. So to sum it all up, it's important for us to have a required driver's test every 5 years because we forget things, laws change, and it's our job to keep our community safe. Thank you.